The decisive battle at Lingxiao Pavilion. The arena trembled as Yu Tong, spirit pet tamer of Lingxiao Pavilion, faced her darkest moment. Her mighty spiritual pet, the black and white warrior panda white-black, collapsed mid-battle, refusing to continue. The sect, fate hung by a thread. One more retreat would mean certain defeat. Through the dust of battle, Liu Fengmang's teachings suddenly resonated in her mind. The former sect master, once known as Fan Lingxiao, had warned, true masters never coddle their spiritual pets. Power answers only to greater power. You must command respect through strength. A flood of memories. Yu Tong's vision blurred as she recalled simpler days when she was just Lingxiao Pavilion scout, content to nourish her teammates rather than tame beasts. Under Fan Lingxiao's leadership, even powerless tamers found strength, and laughter echoed through the sect halls. How she missed those peaceful kitchen days, seasoning soups while her companions trained. Yet the truth stood undeniable before her. White-Black's very existence proved her extraordinary gift. No mere cook could bond with such a legendary spiritual pet. The turning point. White-Black. Yu Tong's voice cut through the chaos, infused with newfound authority. By our contract, you will obey. The giant panda initially snorted in disdain, until memories flashed of Yu Tong's single hand, like crushing enemies that threatened their sect. With a ground-shaking roar, White-Black finally submitted, recognizing its master's latent power. Yu Tong's hands trembled not from fear, but from the ki surging through her veins as decades of suppressed power awakened. The battlefield seemed to freeze when she stepped forward, her shadow stretching across White-Black's defiant form like a master's mantle. Remember who forged our contract, she declared, spiritual energy crystallizing in her palm. You chose me not for my gentleness, but for the storm I restrain. The revelation struck White-Black like a thunderbolt. Flashes of memory surfaced. Yu Tong's cleaver-splitting mountain boulders during kitchen prep, her unnoticed midnight training sessions, the way enemies inexplicably collapsed before reaching her cooking fires. This was no ordinary cook. With an earth-shaking bellow, the giant panda bowed its head, its fur patterns glowing as their bond reignited at maximum resonance. United victory. What followed would be immortalized in Lingxiao Pavilion's battle annals as the dance of blade and claw. Yu Tong moved with culinary precision, every strike as calculated as her knife work, while White-Black became her living cleaver, its massive paws executing devastating cutting winds techniques mirroring her blade forms. Their opponents from the rival Thunderclap sect found themselves trapped in a deadly walk. First move, searing strike. White-Black's flaming paw swipes forced enemies into Yu Tong's swaying formation. Finisher, Banquet sent a synchronized spin attack that shattered all remaining defenses. When the dust settled, the mystic jade bracelet floated into Yu Tong's outstretched hand, its glow synchronizing with White-Black's snooly, obedient eyes. The crowd erupted, none louder than Lingxiao's kitchen staff, who finally understood why their ingredients had always been pre-chopped with impossible perfection. Elsewhere on the battlefield, the victory cheers reached Liu Fengmang just as Duan Yi's sword left its SC barred with a serpent's hiss. The air between them distorted not from heat, but from the clashing auras of two masters who had danced this deadly dance before. You kept me waiting, Liu Shidi. Duan Yi taunted, his blade drinking the sunlight. Did you delay too? Savor your disciple's little cooking demonstration? Liu Fengmang's smile didn't reach his eyes as he assumed the empty wok stance, a posture so deceptively open it terrified. Seasoned warriors. Some ingredients, he mused, require proper marination before tenderizing. Observers from both sects unconsciously stepped back as the ground cracked beneath them. This was, and to merely add, well, it was the continuation of a 20-year-old recipe for vengeance, finally ready to be served cold.